I love fall weather and today is gorgeous. We are headed to Dollar Tree and we're going to start with a couple of pumpkins. You can find these year-round during the fall season in different shapes and sizes. This green one is from Dollar Tree and then the white one is from Amazon because I couldn't find one that complemented the overall design that I was looking for. I'm going to remove the stem from both of them. This is because we're going to stack them, but you're going to see how pretty this is going to look. We're going to pair it with one of these LED taper lights. Oh my word. I found these and I grabbed a couple. I love that they're battery operated and they kind of just look so pretty and they're safe. I thought they were AA, but no, they're AAA battery ones. So don't make the same mistake I did. So I grabbed the AAA. You want to add 2 of them, and then, of course, you want to close it. Once you close it and tighten it, it'll turn on, and then you just want to kind of untighten it to turn them off. I'm going to trace the bottom of it onto the small pumpkin because we are going to carve out a space where we can then place the candle in. My friends, if you are looking for a good blade knife for your crafts, this is it. I love the curved handle, which makes it really easy on my hands. Love it. I have it on my Amazon store if you want to check it out. It is linked below. All right, so I'm going to keep carving out until kind of see what I like. And then I ended up later on carving out a little bit more, and I'll show you that here in just a few. I'm going to get a fresh coat of white paint. This is because I wanted it to be a little brighter. But if you like the more opaque white, that's absolutely fine. And of course, you can choose any pumpkins you want. You don't have to choose these colors. I'm just going to give it one coat, let it fully dry. Then I'm just going to start twisting it, just kind of looking for the best angle that I can hot glue them together to where the candle would be straight up. So I'm just going to add hot glue in between them and then just kind of hold until it hardens. Then I'm going to try it out, make sure that that candle is going to be nice and upright. This is when I decided to carve out a little bit more. All right, so we're going to take some of these florals from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to start cutting a few and I'm going to start placing them exactly where I want them to be placed. And I'm going to start hot gluing them where I want them to be hot glued because I want this to be nicely attached around the pumpkins and not just kind of out. You know what I mean? So this is the first one. I'm going to add 4 of them. Some of them are going to be shorter than the other ones. And this is just our starting point. All right, I'm going to use my tiny little screwdriver here and I'm going to make a few holes just so that I can add an extra little greenery picks in front of the candle. This is just going to add that nice like fullness in the front. I am then going to add the candle because I want to make sure that I kind of like what I'm seeing. But then I decided to add a little pop of color with these tiny little fall flowers. I love these and they're small enough that looks great in the arrangement. I'm going to add 3 of them with a little bit of hot glue because it goes a long way. I love this craft and I love that it's safe to use even with the foam pumpkins. There's not going to be any wax dripping around. Love this candle find. Love the arrangement, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take this cardboard. This came inside one of the Dollar Tree calendars. I love keeping them because they're very thin and they're great for crafts. All right, I'm going to use this craft paper. This is from a book from Hobby Lobby, and I love all the little like water stains and the overall color. I sprayed a bunch of adhesive spray right on top, and I'm going to place a craft paper over the cardboard, and I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to cut it to 10 inches wide. I want to keep the height of it though, because I want to keep that loose paper right on top because we're going to use it here in just a bit. All right, so now we're going to pair it with some of these leftover window clings that I've had forever. You know I love crafting with these. I always get these leftover little pieces and sometimes it's hard finding a craft for them. I'm going to take 3 of them from 3 different sets and I'm going to start dry fitting them to kind of see what I like. So I'm just going to keep adding them. And then at first I thought I can use the adhesive spray to apply it. Let me show you. So I placed it. This thing curled up so much. It was so hard. I had sticky glue all over my fingers. It was not working out, friends. So I ended up just adding this one because it is what it is. And then I moved on to Mod Podge for the rest. But you could tell that everything was sticking to my fingers. I was so uncomfortable. Once it was washed, and then I moved on to the Mod Podge. And I'm just going to add it behind the cling and then add it to where I want it. I am so excited to let you know about my new mini online course all about how to add texture to your crafts. It is very inexpensive. If you want to join, I have the link down in the description box. All right, so I'm going to take a dowel. Now, this dowel is from Walmart, but I know Dollar Tree carries them. I am going to use Antiquing Wax by Waverly, and I'm going to stain just the outside ends, just about 3 inches, give or take, because we're not going to see the middle portion. It's no use covering it up. All right, so once everything was stained and dry, we're going to add a strip of hot glue at the very top, let it harden, and then we're going to roll it down. And then we're going to add more hot glue and secure everything in place. It's going to look like a little mini scroll sign. I think you know what I'm talking about. So once it's secured in place, I wanted to add something to be able to hang it. Now you can use ribbon, rope. I had leftover string from a shelving piece that I got at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use it because I thought it just really looked good with the whole theme and color scheme. I'm going to tighten simple knots at the top, making sure that I leave enough so that it hangs. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess. And I got to tell you, the simplicity of this craft is beautiful. The simplicity, the color scheme, and just how soft and neutral it is. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take a Dollar Tree book. If you are a book lover, turn away. Close your eyes, don't look. I'm going to take 4 pages that are fully covered with words in the front and the back, and I'm going to rip them out. I'm going to cut off pieces from each side, leaving about 1/2 inch from each side to where the words start. I have these letters that I got at Target Dollar Spot years ago, and they're just too random, like one A and an L. I'm going to try to spell the word fall with it, and I'm going to use the L as the F. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to trace 1 letter onto each paper, leaving 2 inches from the top of the paper. And that's where I'm going to start. Now, I had to make some modifications because some of the letters were a little wider than the paper, but it worked out in the end. I'm going to cut it out using the X-Acto knife. And for the A, I'm going to use a little strip of leftover paper, and we're just going to attach that little upper piece, that center piece, with a little bit of glue stick. And that way, it's just going to look like an A. I'm not going to throw away the actual A cutout because we're going to use it for the next project. All right, so I'm going to keep doing this with both L's as well as, again, turning the L into an F. So here's where I am taking the L. I just pretty much flipped it upside down. I traced it, and then I added a little bit of the bottom portion as the small little stick, like the middle portion of the F. I actually think it worked out really well. No one will ever know, except you guys, that it was an L, but I think I nailed it. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. So again, I'm just going to cut it out using my X-Acto knife, and then I am going to save all the letters, as I mentioned, because we're going to use it in the next project. All right, so I am going to now stack all the papers together, and I'm going to punch 2 holes, 1 in each corner. And this is because we're creating a cute little banner, and I cannot wait for you to see how cute this looks. Again, simplicity, very simple and fun. We're going to take jute string, and I'm going to add tape on one end, so that way it threads nice and easy through the holes. And I'm going to start at the back of the hole, work my way through the front, and then thread it through the front to the back. And I'm going to do that with all of them. This jute string is brand new from Walmart, and you can tell it has all the curves from it being new. So I had to figure out a way that I can keep them straight. So I'm just going to hot glue it. I'm just going to add hot glue to the top, leaving 2 inches in between each paper, and then attaching the jute string over the glue. And this worked really well, and each paper remained nice and straight. As I mentioned, I want to keep this very simple, but I do want to add a pop of color. So I'm going to take these fall leaves from Dollar Tree picks and add them to the top. That's it. Just 1 leaf on each one, alternating the sides and alternating the colors. And I got to tell you, it looks fantastic on my mantle. My mantle is all ready for fall, and I think this looks so cute. It's very neutral, but I'd love to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I am going to take 2 of these board planks. Love using these for crafts. They come already cut and sized and they're just fun. I'm going to drill a couple of holes on the opposite end to match the design on the other side. And it did get a little splintery, so I'm just going to sand it smooth and then I'm going to paint them orange. This is the color Pumpkin by Waverly Chalk Paint. And this is going to be a very rough coat. I want it to look distressed. So it's not going to be a full coverage. And I did the same thing on both sides. Set them to the side to dry, and then once dry, we are going to add a lot of distress to this. So we're going to add antiquing wax to all of the edges. I'm just going to add it with a little rag. I'm going to keep blending it in and adding just a little bit in the center. And I did the same thing on the second one. Speaking of the second one, this googly eye just kind of got stuck to it. I felt like someone was looking at me. Anyways, I put it to the side. All right, so I'm just going to keep blending in. And then once that was dry, I'm just going to sand it smooth. This is going to blend everything, kind of smooth everything out. And of course, I want to make sure that there's no dust left behind. We're going to attach both of these boards together. There's multiple ways you can do this, but I'm going to use some of these large popsicle sticks that you can find at Walmart, sometimes even at Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut them in half using my wire cutters, and we're going to hot glue them together. Now, this is guys, when you're working with hot glue, just be careful, especially if you're starting new, okay? Because I've been working and crafting for a long time, and I'm going to let you hear what happened. Ouch, 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 ouch. Hot glue burns are no joke, my friends, so please be careful. I try to push through. I ended up adding the final 2 pieces in the back and then added 1 layer of Mod Podge to the front to let it dry, but I had to stop. My hands were shaking. I was in severe pain. So this is the next day here. I had to wait till the next day because that pinky right there was on fire the day before. All right, moving on. It's actually feeling better. Praise the Lord. All right, so we're going to add the letters onto it. These are the ones left over from the previous project. I'm going to cut off some of the the edges because it was not fitting. So once I did that, they fit really well. I did see some pencil marks, so I'm just going to erase those, place them. Remember, the Mod Podge is now dry, so I'm going to add the parchment paper on top. Now, when I moved the parchment paper, it moved my A. This project was not, it was just not the ideal one. All right, so now the A looks like it's tilted. It looks like it's falling, so I'm just going to make it part of the theme. It's falling, right, for fall. Anyways, it is what it is. I'm going to add marker on all the edges. This is just going to make everything pop, and I just kind of like the way it looks. So I'm going to do that on all the letters. All right, so now I'm going to make a little swag for the top, and I'm just going to keep adding greenery picks. These are from Amazon, the little grassy part, and then the colorful ones are from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to keep adding towards each side, and then some of these beautiful sunflowers right in the center. And I'm going to tie everything in the center with some more of that rope that I used earlier, tie it around, secure it with hot glue, and then fluff everything as needed. Now you can attach it simply by hot gluing it, but I decided to drill a hole, and I'm going to add it with jute string because it's just going to make it nice and secure. I'm going to just tie it in the center and then make a simple knot. I added a little bit of hot glue to make that knot really strong, cut off the excess, and then fluffed it as needed, of course. You can hang it in different ways, but I love using my faux knot technique, so I'm just going to make a couple of faux knots. Basically, if you're new here, I like making these little knots with rope, and I'm just going to cut off the excess rope from the top and the bottom, and then I'm just going to hot glue them to each end. This is going to give it the look like it's hanging from the knots, but it really isn't. Once the knots are attached, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to add the rope to each side using hot glue and masking tape so that it doesn't fray. I love using this technique. You're probably tired of me using it, but I love it and it looks so cute, and why not use it? Love this one. It gave me a hard time. I'm still healing with my pinky finger, but I love the colors and how we used one craft for 2. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye!